afternoon, and welcome to Friday's market wrap up here at Top Gun Options. What an epic week we had here as the market exploded, imploded. Don't even know where we are. Who cares, man? Take a look at our weekly options portfolio. We put on an iron condor Tuesday morning that is up 89%, $2,700 in 3.5 days. Looks like this thing is going to close for a max profit of $3,100. Check this out. An iron condor, a range-bound trade on FXI, that's the iShares China ETF, is up 73%, $4,200, and that's probably going to expire this afternoon for $6,600. That's about 10 grand so far. And guess what else we did on Tuesday? Monday market was closed for President's Day. Look at this. We bought 25 April 70 Gilead Sciences calls, up 3%. Those calls, folks, are up $27. That's about $13,000 in profit this week on limited risk, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolute blast we had this week. And, oh, by the way, after the close yesterday at 4:30 afternoon, I said what? Put a bear call spread on Amazon tomorrow at the open and take a look at Amazon today. Down $35. If you put on that bear call spread and got filled right around the open, you're already up a couple grand. Beautiful week. If you didn't get a chance to attend our brief yesterday afternoon, no worries. I got your six covered. You can go watch the replay here. Go.topgunoptions.com/solo replay. That's pretty easy to remember. The name of the service is Solo Amazon. So go.topgunoptions.com/solo replay. You can either click on this green button that says enlist in Top Gun Options Solo Amazon now, or you can just simply head to go.topgunoptions.com/solo. Folks, I went out in Fort Lauderdale last night after that webinar. I bought 2 glasses of 1942, and they were $102, man. So for less than 2 glasses of tequila in Fort Lauderdale, you can get airborne in our Solo Amazon service for a month. If you buy today, check this out. You'll get a 25% discount if you do an annual membership, folks. You do not want to be trading this market solo. What happened? When was this? Yesterday? What was the date on this? Yesterday. 2 days ago. So this is perfect. 2 days ago, ladies and gentlemen, I briefed you on this. I said the market's real worry is lack of worry. People, idiots, are actually getting short volatility now, thinking everything's super fun, fantastic. 2 days ago, I briefed you on this. How many times, folks, have I briefed you on an article, or have I said you have absolutely got to get long volatility? 1 potato, 2 potato, boom, volatility exploded, 15, 20% in the past 2 days. Go watch the replay, folks, on the sit rep from 2 days ago. I said, folks, the VIX is getting ready to explode. Remember, the market only cares when it cares. It's starting to care. When did we start caring? Right here. This was probably the last time in 4 months that the market traded in any reality when the market said, holy crap, China shut down. They're most likely lying about this, and the world economy is going to implode. And here come the Fed, and here come the PBOC, the People's Bank of China, to inject liquidity, to buy treasuries, to, you ready for this? Buy equities. Anybody see the market action yesterday afternoon? Dow got slammed, down 300 points in a blink of an eye. Why? Yesterday, whenever it was, mid-morning, one of the Fed lieutenants came out and said, we're good. We don't need to cut rates anymore. We're fine. The market was expecting what? A little bit of love here. And what did the Fed do? They threw cold water on that. And the market had a temper tantrum. Then what happened? We cut 200 points off of those losses in the blink of an eye as the day went on, man. Let's take a look. Let's look at the 3-day chart here. Look at this. Right here. Right in the middle of the day. I was in a live trade brief. I'm like, I got to figure out what's going on. Holy crap. Look at that. La, Fed, we're fine. There's nothing wrong at all, and we're not doing anything. Holy crap. Look at that recovery the rest of the day. Who stepped in and bought? You can fill in the blank right now. The Federal Reserve, the New York Federal Reserve, we call it the PPT, baby. the plunge protection team and the PBOC. I know for a fact the PBOC is also buying equities, U.S. equities, period. Every night before I go to bed, folks, and I look at the Asian Open, it's Asian stocks open higher on U.S. close. Then I wake up early, grab my coffee. U.S. futures higher on Asian close. It's an echo chamber, folks. It's a circular firing squad. We need their equities to go up. They need ours to go up, and we are feeding each other. But creeping into this market, folks, is reality. My God, man, Morgan Stanley came out with a note the other day that said, we can't believe what's going on. All aboard the crazy train. Looking at at their magic 8 ball, they're like, this is stupid. But jump on board. Either jump on board the bullish crazy train or get run over. But as I've been preaching, folks, this is musical chairs. We're going around and around and around in circles, and the music's going to stop, man. The market is going to care about this. Goldman the other day. The market is underestimating coronavirus. Correction is looking much more probable. That's Goldman Sachs, folks. That's one of the financial Death Stars, man. Now, this is comical. Who's in charge? Donald Trump on this coronavirus thing is a liar. Now, he might be lying to protect us and keep us from panicking, and that's bullshit. I hired this guy not to be that guy. I hired this guy to tell the truth. He is not telling the truth about coronavirus. He knows exactly how it started, and it's a bioweapon, and they're freaking the hell out. Now, of course, he's got to look calm and not freaked out, but I'm telling you, man, this is comical today. White House warns Beijing, we still expect you to honor your trade deal commitments. 3-4 weeks ago, I laughed when China came out and said, yeah, U.S., about the phase 1 thing. Can we get a little bit of love on that? And before the White House could even answer, Chinese media the next day. We didn't say that. Who said that? Nobody said that. We're fine for phase 1. During this crap. So when I read this headline, White House warns Beijing, we still expect you to honor your trade commitments, it reminded me of this scene in Aliens, right? This is China talking to Donald Trump right here.
Hey, maybe you haven't been keeping up on current events, but we just got our asses kicked, pal.
So I love that guy. I don't think you've been keeping up on current events, but we just got our asses kicked, pal. There is no way on God's green earth that China is going to live up to the phase 1, phase 0, anything that they're doing. They don't care about a trade deal with the United States right now, folks. The COVID-19 cases doubled overnight in South Korea. The CDC, our CDC, has actually called this a new hotbed, meaning South Korea is now festering in this thing. China reveals an alarming prison outbreak. For the love of God and all things holy, there's already 500 people infected in that prison. Okay, I saw Larry Kudlow on CNBC. He was on Fox, all trying to tamp down, well, he's doing good. He's hedging. Well, we don't really know what the impact's going to be. Folks, it's horrific. These are now, Japan ain't shutting down their internet like China does and throw people in jail. Now look at this. Now we're getting videos out of Japan of absolute insanity. Ladies and gentlemen, and look at the Dow right now. We gapped down up, but we've already recovered half of our losses. Why? Because everything's great. China is not going to be impacted at all. The world economy is not going to be impacted. What? Ladies and gentlemen, these markets are going to stay up here as long as traders believe central banks can halt a viral pandemic. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard me say or read. A central bank can't stop a pandemic. Apple finally came out during the Monday when the market was closed saying there's no way on God's green earth our first quarter is going to be anything. It's going to be awful. What have I told you? The market, folks, hedge funds. Remember, folks, that out of 9,000 hedge funds, 8,500 of them are long only. Okay, they don't even sell stock short. So the hedge funds are sitting here, fat, dumb, and happy, ignoring the fundamentals. They are essentially skipping a little bit of white over here to go further out into the white and say everything's going to be fine. They're smoking hopium and they're retarded. On a daily basis, I am talking to buddies who wear uniforms. I am talking to buddies on the Hill. I am talking to a lot of people smarter than I am, and they say this is horrific. U.S. stock drop on coronavirus's impact. I didn't think there was going to be any, right? Musical chairs. I'm warning. Go watch the replay from the other day. Nailed it. Again, I nailed it with volatility. 2 days ago, I said people are getting complacent. The VIX is too low. People are actually shorting volatility down here, and they're idiots. 2 days later, VIX is up 20%. Got a nice email from someone who's like, dude, listen to you. Bought some VIX calls that day and printed money. Well, you're welcome. So it's been a crazy week. Saturday when I was in Tampa watching Jack play hockey, the White House quietly came out and said, yeah, we don't trust China's coronavirus numbers. What? That means we don't trust your numbers. My God, the Chinese regime is deploying 1,600 online trolls to suppress any negative information. You sneak a video out of there, knock, 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 you're going to a re-education camp, never to be seen again. This is a biological weapon that got accidentally released from the Wuhan Level 4 lab. Period. Fact. The fact that that's gone from, tinfoil hat conspiracy theory to the mainstream media, everything starts as a conspiracy theory, folks, until it's disproven or proven. I've seen several White House officials, him and Hall, when pressed, Peter Navarro earlier in the week. Can you say this wasn't a bioweapon accidentally released? No. But let's not speculate on it. Do you know how it started? No. So they're not saying some dude ate a bat in a thing. I'm telling you what, some dude got bitten by a bat that was being infected. I'm telling you, folks, if you've been getting your ass kicked for 18 months by Donald Trump in a trade war, you got Hong Kong protesters, which you can't go Tiananmen Square on and break their skulls and roll tanks in there. And you got an island nation, not an island. Well, and I say an island nation, but they have a renegade province called Taiwan. How would you pacify a bunch of people? Scare the shit out of them and keep them indoors? Use your brains, guys. This is going to end horrifically. Got to enunciate that word here, folks. But look at that, Gilead. What a great freaking trade, man. Awesome week. Nearly 13 grand across our portfolios. I didn't get filled at the open on the Amazon bear call spread. It ran away from me, but if you did, awesome. Look at these. Now the Apple Iron Condor is up 92%, $2,800. FXI. Let's take a look at FXI. Look at FXI, folks. FXI is the iShares China ETF. Implosion, dead bat bounce, implosion, dead bat bounce, implosion, PBOC level, PBOC level. Look at that, nailed it. Put on a range-bound iron condor. Look at this, the FXI's up right now. Dow Jones Industrial's down 200 points on coronavirus fears. This is the iShares China ETF. It should be imploding. I was going to say the invisible hand of the PBOC is holding it up. It ain't invisible. They've come out and said they're throwing the kitchen sink, the house, the neighborhood, and the country at this. They even said they'd step in and help companies in China. Well, duh, Wiz, that's what they do. No, like American companies like 3M, Caterpillar, Apple. Look at Apple stock. You would think this thing would be rotting on the vine and imploding. It's down $3. Beautiful iron condor this week. Nailed it. We got another one going out the next week. Another beautiful iron condor. Love it. I'm having a blast, folks. If you're not having a blast, you're doing something wrong. I am warning you, if you're not long volatility or long S&P 500 puts, you're nuts. You are absolutely nuts. There will be an event. It really feels like these, but look at this. Implosion, liquidity. We might get, this is the trend, folks, is up. We're already 100 points off our lows. I wonder why. What was it? 3 Fridays ago, we were down the same thing. It was like down 300, and then by the close, we were almost green. Who the hell steps in on a Friday before a long weekend when we're going to find out more people are dropping dead from an incurable disease? The governments, folks. One last thing. The government, ladies and gentlemen, the Fed, the U.S. Treasury, is not a hedge fund. They don't, or a large financial institution. They don't have a 13F form that they have to report their positions or what they're doing. Do you understand me? The Treasury, the Fed, they all have a page 1 of their disaster operations manual that says you're allowed to do whatever you need to do in a time of crisis and do it and not tell anybody. We'll find out. I know I got folks all over the place, man. you never burn bridges, man. Always grab a business card, do lunch, grab a drink, and stay friends with folks, and it will pay dividends because I know for a fact we've been buying equities, the Fed, which I guess is we. So anyway, I got to go. I had a blast. Hell of a profitable week. If you didn't have a profitable week, you're doing it wrong. Join up with us. Head to go.topgunoptions.com/solo replay to see what we did yesterday afternoon after the close, talking about our solo Amazon service. And then just go grab your slot, $97, man. I'm going flying this afternoon. Going to go grab an L39 and go pull some G's and get my air show routine on. We're doing a two-ship out of Pompano, getting ready for air show season. So had a great week. Hopefully you did too. I'll be back Monday. I'll see many of you at 1 o'clock for weekly options, and then all of our new solo Amazon folks at 3 o'clock. Go.topgunoptions.com/solo. I'm going to throw in $197 worth of our proprietary manuals. If you do the math, technically you're getting $100 back in your pocket because these manuals ain't cheap. They're $197 on our webpage. We'll throw those in today, so there you go. You're making $100. Have a great rest of your day. Have a super fantastic fun weekend, and I will see you for Monday's Market Outlook. God bless.